I am in your geometry review packet, and a few days ago we reviewed parallel and perpendicular lines and how to write equations in those forms. So the next topic that we're going to review is similarity in triangles. So if you remember, we have congruent triangles and then we have similar triangles. Congruent triangles are two triangles that are exactly the same. All the same angles, all the same sides. They're literally equal to each other. Similar triangles are when you have two triangles that maybe have some equal angles and their sides are proportionate to each other. So again, they're similar to each other, but they're not the exact same. So, and there's three properties to show that they're similar. The angle-angle property, side-angle-side, and side-side-side. So we're going to determine if these two triangles are similar, and if they are, which one of these properties proves that. So in this first one, the first thing to do is identify the two triangles. So I have triangle VUW, and I have triangle GUF. Those are my two triangles. Now, the sides have to be proportionate to each other. That means creating a fraction. So if I choose, let's start with this side, it'd be 18/6. And the other side would be 18/6. And those both reduce down to, let's see, 3/1. So because they reduce down to the same number, the sides are proportionate. I can't say though it's side, 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 because I don't have all three sides of the triangles. I only have two sides. But because they meet at U, that means these angles across from each other, which are called vertical angles, that means they're congruent, they're equal to each other because that's where they meet, that's where they share. So I can say, yes, these are similar by side, angle, side. Because we have two sides that are proportionate to each other, and then we have that angle in the middle that they share. Looking at the second one, my two triangles, I have the big triangle here, VUW, and then I have the smaller triangle, UBC, right here. And right now it tells me these two angles are both 73, so they already have an angle that is equal to each other. They don't give me any sides, so I can't see if they come out to be the same fraction. But again, the big triangle and the little triangle share the angle U. If they share that angle, that means it has to be equal. So they have an angle of 73 and they both share angle U. So they have two angles that are the same. So yes, these are similar by angle-angle. In number 3, let's see, they already have marked that one of their angles are equal to each other. They have that congruent marking there. And they do give me sides this time. So we're gonna set up, if I can speak today, we're gonna set up a fraction. So 79/13, and then 42/8. Okay, so these coming out to the same fraction. Well, let's see. That would be 6/1. No. Okay. So these do not come out to be the same fraction. So therefore, these are not similar. These would have to reduce down to be the same fraction in order for them to be similar to each other, which they don't. So that's none of these at the top. None of these reasons. Number 4, they give me all three sides. So it's going to be side, side, side if it were to work. But again, I got to check to see if they come out to be the same fraction. And it has to match up. So the side 36 matches up with the side 10. So 36/10, which reduces down, let's see, I'll reduce it by 2. Well, let's see, let's do this one, 42/14. And then I'll have 30/12. So let's just set all these up real quick. Okay, so this one would be 5/2. if you reduce it down, and then this one would be, if I divide both by 7, I believe. And then, okay, so automatically these are not going to reduce down to be the same number. So therefore, again, these are not similar to each other. So if they all came out to be the same number, then you would say, yes, they are all similar by the side, side, side property, because all 3 sides reduce down to the same fraction. Let's do one more. Let's do number 5. So they have these congruent marks here. So this means one set of angles are congruent. You can't automatically say angle, angle. Yeah, there's 2 angles here, but they are the same. That's one pair. That's one pair of angles. Now, they don't give me any sides to work with, so I can't set up any fractions. But again, they share point E, so that means those angles there are also congruent. So again, there are 2 sets of angles that are the same in those triangles. So these triangles are similar by angle, angle.